If you've ever wondered how to change the color of multiple layers in Photoshop at the same time, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest and safest ways to update the color of several layers together, whether you're working with text, shapes, or more complex artwork. This is a huge time saver when you want everything to match a new brand color, a new design style, or just a different look overall. And if this tutorial helps you out, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more quick Photoshop tips and tutorials. Let's jump into Photoshop. The first thing you want to do is look at the Layers panel and decide which layers you want to recolor. If you want to change multiple layers at once, hold Control on Windows or Command on Mac and click each layer one by one to select them. This is the easiest way to make sure you're targeting only the layers you want. Now, for the best method when you're working with text, shapes, or graphics, group those layers together. On Windows, press Ctrl plus G. On Mac, press Command plus G. Grouping is important because it lets you apply one effect to everything inside the group without changing each layer individually. Once the layers are grouped, double-click the group folder in the Layers panel. This opens the Layer Style window. Inside that window, look for Color Overlay and check the box next to it. As soon as you do that, Photoshop gives you options to choose the color you want. Click the color swatch, pick your new color, and then press OK. What makes this method so useful is that it applies the color effect across everything inside the group. So if you have multiple shapes or text layers, they all get the same visual color treatment instantly. It's clean, non-destructive, and very easy to change later if you decide to try a different color. If you want to adjust the look again, just double-click the group and reopen the Layers Style settings. From there, you can switch the color overlay anytime without rebuilding the design from scratch. That makes this method perfect for logos, labels, icons, buttons, and other layered graphics. Now let's move on to the second approach, which is especially useful for photos or more complex artwork. Again, start by selecting the layers you want to affect, then group them using Ctrl plus G or Command plus G. Grouping keeps everything organized and makes the next step much easier. At the bottom of the Layers panel, click the new adjustment layer icon. That's the half black, half white circle. From the list, choose an adjustment that fits what you're trying to do. If you want a simple solid color effect, choose solid color. If you want to fine-tune the tones, use hue/saturation or color balance depending on the result you want. After the adjustment layer appears, right-click it and choose Create Clipping Mask. This is the key step that makes sure the adjustment only affects the group directly below it. Without the clipping mask, the color change could apply to your whole document, which is usually not what you want. Once the clipping mask is applied, start adjusting the settings until the color looks right. If you chose solid color, simply pick your color and adjust the blend if needed. If you chose hue saturation, you can shift the hue and saturation to recolor the artwork. If you chose color balance, you can push the image toward warmer, cooler, brighter, or more dramatic tones. This technique is really helpful when you're editing artwork with multiple elements and you want them to feel unified. It gives you control without permanently changing the original layers. So it's a very flexible workflow. You can always go back, tweak the adjustment, or turn it off entirely if you want to compare looks. So to quickly recap, if you're changing the color of text or shapes, grouping the layers and adding a color overlay is usually the fastest option. If you're working with photos or detailed artwork, group the layers and use an adjustment layer with a clipping mask for more control. Both methods are non-destructive and save you a lot of time compared to editing every layer separately. If this video helped you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Photoshop tutorials just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.